5. We did 5 waterfalls in 2 days.
Stay tuned for more details. We love to hike.
But we love to hike with a reward at the end of the trail.
Reward?
Yeah, like a waterfall.
Okay.
On our last hiking trip, we hiked to 5 separate waterfalls. I'm Lynn.
And I'm Danny.
Welcome to RV America.
Welcome back. And we'd like to thank Beth and Dean for suggesting these 5 waterfalls and these 5 great hikes. So thank you so much for those.
We were at Cherokee, North Carolina, which is where we found an amazing campground and also the waterfalls.
So let's jump in the waterfalls.
The first of the 5 waterfalls that we hiked to was Mingo Falls. One of the interesting things about Mingo Falls is that there was 161 steps to get to the base of the fall. Let me tell you, I can tell that when I downsized, I got rid of my staircase in my house. My legs were sore the next day.
Mingo means big bear in Cherokee.
The trail itself to get to the falls was only 4/10 of a mile.
At 120 feet tall, it is the tallest waterfall in the Southern Appalachians.
And the most spectacular because it was also the prettiest of all the waterfalls that we went to. The only negative thing I would say about Mingo Falls is that the parking lot was rather small. We were there during the week, so it wasn't a problem for us, and too, COVID was going on, but I do think that parking could be a really big problem if you were there on a weekend or during a busy season.
So we visited Soco Falls for our second waterfall.
We're at Soco Falls, and I think we're going to go to the bottom. It looks absolutely wonderful. It's so pretty. Soco Falls. Soco Falls is between Cherokee and Maggie Valley, right on the edge of the Indian reservation.
There is a nice large observation tower, and it gives you plenty of room to take some beautiful pictures. This is one of the waterfalls that we want to come back in the fall to watch. So we think it would be beautiful with the leaves gone out of the way. You're supposed to be able to see so much more of it.
Yeah, the leaves were really blocking the view of the waterfalls, as you can tell.
It's about 50 feet tall. It's a double cascading waterfall. Just very beautiful. This was just a short walk from the parking lot area. It didn't take us long to get there at all.
There's a nice observation deck at the top, which is where we took most of the video from. It is a very, very pretty falls. To get to the bottom of the waterfalls, you have to hold on to a rope that's tied from one tree to the other. You can see it right here to the right in the video, and people are holding on to it because it's a pretty rough trail going down.
So the next day we got up bright and early and got out to see the Deep Creek Trail. There's a loop there with 3 waterfalls. We are really excited about this walk.
The first waterfall that we came to was Tom Branch Waterfalls. They had chairs that you could sit in, benches rather, right up on the water. So you could just sit there and enjoy the falls if you would like. It was a nice wide trail, so social distancing was not a problem at all.
The waterfall itself is 60 feet tall. Just a pretty waterfall just along the creek. Even though it went too far from the parking lot, and a great place to stop to take pictures.
Now on this entire trail, there's no pets allowed because they say bears frequent the area.
It's tubing.
There were tubers that were coming down the creek. We saw several people carrying their tubes up to the top, and I guess they get up there and get in the water and just float back down to the bottom to where they're parked.
Yep, a nice place to.
Nice little float.
Great place to take pictures.
There were several crossover bridges, so we did cross Deep Creek several times.
A few people were fly fishing out in the water, so those for you that like to fish, there's a fly fishing opportunity there.
The next falls was Indian Creek Falls. This was just a nice little waterfalls, not very big, but it was still really nice.
It's 25 feet tall and falls into a small pool. Probably a good place to cool off. Great place to take pictures.
Nice walk for the day.
This is a trail that was leading away from Indian Creek Falls. It was leading to the horse trails.
Yeah, and we did take the horse trail, which it was fun to do, but it was also straight up. So I guess horses like those things, me not so much. I preferred the flat trails.
It did get our heart pumping, but if you wanted to go back the same way you came originally and there was a shortcut over to the last fall, you could have done that and it could have been flatter, but it was good to get our heart rates up.
Yeah.
And get the little tougher trail, more strenuous trail completed.
And the last of our 5 falls was the Juney Whank Falls.
It's named Juney Whank, or some say that Juney Whank means in Cherokee, where the bear passes.
It's an 80-foot waterfall, and it's just really pretty.
It drops and there's an observation area, and then it drops again, so a total of 80 feet. You're just right on top of this falls.
Now you cross over the path.
Well, I hope you like these waterfalls as much as we did.
And if you're ever in the Cherokee, North Carolina area, take advantage of these waterfalls. They're all very short hikes and well worth the trouble that it takes you to get there. So be sure you hit the subscribe button.
And that notification bell.
And give us a thumbs up if you like our videos.
And let's end with this.
God bless and many safe travels.
And go RV America.